午饭后想打乒乓球吗？
可以。你们会打麻将吗？
对。
Summer vacation is the perfect time for students to explore the world. This year, over 40 foreign students spent 2 months participating in an immersive Chinese language program at NYU Shanghai.
很有出息是什么意思？爱希，你怎么理解这个词？
他应该是一个比较出色的人。
对，有一些成功的，对吧？比较出色的。
They made a language pledge to speak only Chinese throughout the program, fully embracing the challenge of immersion.
你们今天有的功课多不多？
不太多，我们有一些复习功课，然后我会做我的预习功课。
In fact, several hundred students from the United States, Germany, Mongolia, Mexico, France, and other countries visited Shanghai in the past few months. Some briefly toured the city as part of a larger trip in China. Others came for a basketball match. And some attended summer camps. When asked about what they enjoyed most, they said,
Since I've been here at the beginning of our week, everyone has been incredibly welcoming and kind. I have to say the one thing that excites me the most is the people.
Just walking on the street, if you wave at someone, they'll wave back. All of them have been super sweet and super respectful, and it just makes me feel so welcome.
My favorite aspect is just at the end of the day, the people I've met and the friends I've made. Their lives and the way they view the world has been really eye-opening for me.
For many, arriving in a new country can be daunting. I still remember the night we, a group of Chinese students, arrived in a foreign country. Men stared at us and blew cigarette smoke in our faces. I felt anxious and didn't have the courage to walk along on the street for the rest of the trip. But here in Shanghai, the warmth and hospitality of local people created a welcoming environment, allowing these students to explore their new surroundings and form meaningful connections.
I had a lot of connections with them, from music to what we like to study in the future. I feel like I found friendship in that because we have a common goal of trying to contribute to, at least making our world better.
Being able to participate in local activities with people who have lived here for a long time and maybe not had much contact with outsiders in the past, and to kind of hear their story and their way of life has also been really interesting.
As they prepared to say goodbye, some expressed their desire to return.
I don't know yet exactly what that looks like, whether it's for another language program or an internship or a career-related opportunity, but I think I definitely want to come back at some point.
I already miss China and we're still here. I'm sad. I don't want to leave right now. I'm not ready. There's more stuff I need to do here.
I have friends to visit. I have a reason to come back. I have another reason. I already had reasons to come back to Shanghai or China, but now I have more reasons.
Frequent interactions with people are what distinguish a learning experience as a student from a casual trip as a tourist.
While we're in the dorms, while we're around getting food, we're always speaking Chinese. First week especially was hard, but now I don't even think twice about it. It's harder for me to speak in English, actually.
The news says one thing, but then you don't really know until you've actually been there and experienced for yourself. And I feel like that's probably been the most rewarding part of being here in China. I would like to become that person and be able to tell stories about China in a way that appeals to both Western audiences and Chinese audiences and does accurately depict the essence of China and Chinese culture.
They have many opportunities to go behind the scenes of local places that are not normal tourist attractions. So for example, they can go visit local Chinese high schools and interact with the students, get to see what students do there for their extracurricular activities and clubs. And they even can, on the holidays, go to learn how to make dumplings with local aunties and uncles from our surrounding neighborhoods.
This is not just learning of the language, it's also part of their general education. I think it's predictable in the future there will be fluctuations, but I think it is ultimately up to people, especially our young generation, to find a better solution in the future and for the future because of their understanding of China, its language, and its culture.
Over a decade ago, I also went abroad for summer school. and now I only have fragments of memories of the lessons I took and the places I visited. But I still remember this plush toy, a gift from a very nice teacher I met there. One day when these students are asked, what about that summer in Shanghai? What will their answers be? Perhaps it won't be the city itself, but the people and the connections they found far from home.